Welcome guys back to the channel. Today I'm going to do something that I haven't done. A few people have asked for it just because of the backdrops I sometimes use in my videos. I'm going to do a shop tour, and this shop is a multi-use shop. It's not just woodworking or construction. I bring cars in here from time to time, mainly mine, for work. So most of the shop has to be mobile. That's one of my key things. So the shop size is 21 by 21. It never used to have an attic. So if I kind of do this, bear with me. That never used to be here. So what it was just an open roof. This is a cottage roof, and I put an attic in there. I wanted storage, and roughly what's up there, so there's rolls of aluminum, there's some gutters, there's house wrap, I believe I have a fire pit up there, a power washer, a couple bumpers from older cars, just a lot of miscellaneous older stuff. Extra wood's up there. I think I have some poplar up there from when I did the stair treads, just stuff like that. I have also put, and this is very useful, 2 fans in the shop. In my opinion, they are lifesavers because right now it is hot outside. It's in the 90-ish, and with the fans it kind of gets it somewhat bearable. I don't have air in here. I do have heat, but I don't have air. I don't want to stick a hole in the side of the shop just for an air conditioner. I could. I don't think I want to. This is not my end-all shop. So just to take you around, well, bear with me for a minute. All right, so in this corner, these are all insulated. I put those in. Nothing special, it keeps the heat. Those are my old fluorescent tubes that I took out of my lights, which are now LEDs. My clamp rack is something of interest because I don't open this door. This door almost never opens, so I decided just to throw my clamps up there. So that's some of the clamps. I got some 50-inch Bessies, K bodies, and some of those suckers, which everybody has. A couple toolboxes, automotive mainly, a little bit of woodworking in there, not much. This one is mainly sandpaper and extra overflow stuff. Got a little router table, which is going to go as sometime. This is my sled that I use for if I don't want to use the joiner. So over here we have a 20-gallon compressor that will soon get upgraded to an upright just for space savings purposes. Got a 10-inch miter or 10-inch slider double bevel from Canadian Tire, which is a store in Canada. We can buy our own tools. Made a little shelf for my little table saw that I take on job sites, and its little sled. I also have my 12-inch compound double bevel slider. Keep it all nice and tucked. Try to. Again, this is my main saw now, R4512 rigid. As you can see in my saw category, except for the 10-inch slider, it is rigid style. So, which part over here? That's the one corner. Again, I'm just gonna keep moving you around and telling you what's going on, stuff like that. I do have a lathe that's right here. Let's see if I can get it in there. It's a 10-inch by 18. I've used it for a couple projects. To me, I want to start dabbling into making some bowls. So that's not big enough. 10-inch bowls, I want to kind of see if I can get some segmented salad bowls. So I'm looking for like a 14 or 16 by 24. and I'm not going to be spending some money for that. But that's a future thing. I have to get my immediate projects done. I can't keep making new ones. So behind me right here is a cabinet that I built, I'm going to say a good part of a decade ago. It is very oversized, and I realize that, but it holds a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So I have my compact router, DeWalt. I have my 2 sanders, my palm sander, my plate sander. I have my saw blade sharpener. Let me get you a little closer. I don't know if the mic's picking up. Alright. Yeah, so I have my saw blade sharpener. In back of it is a battery charger, grinder. Here's an edge guide, DeWalt edge guide. Just a lot of miscellaneous stuff. I got a bunch of bits. I got a Dremel back there. Tape measures. I have my plane. Just a bunch of extra stuff that is better in there than everywhere else. I try to keep organized. I really do. It just doesn't work all the time. Right here is my workbench. It is a J. Bates style wood bench. Other than I added all of this. So on this side is a bank of drawers. You see that I have some hold downs, but I have no dog holes yet. That is coming. That is for sure coming. This big chunk of oak is going to end up as an end cap right here on the vise. And what it's going to do, it is going to be, that's where the twin turbo vise is going to be. It's going to be on the end of that one. So in the corner is a boatload of screws. Same with the shelf. And this is pretty much the backdrop that I use, just because it's easier. I should make a better backdrop. I just don't right now. Get you back up. Yeah, I don't right now. So yeah, it's coming. Got a couple. I used to fly a lot, so that's why I see the plane up there. I see there's a Tri right there. There's a V-tail quad. I have a few others. I have my Mavic Pro that I've used. I haven't used them in a while. So the bench that's back here, it was here when I bought the house, and it's pretty much a junk collector. I have a vise on the end of it, and everything else is junk that I've collected over years. I have a boatload of oil. When I do oil changes, I throw the oil under there, and then I get enough, and I bring it to the dump. So yeah, there is a paint sprayer over there. Just a bunch of screws. So we're going to turn a little bit. In this corner, we have a table that my neighbor gave me. Let's get you down a little bit. So, like I said, the bench, I can leave a link up top of the bench and how I built it. And this bench has been around, I'm gonna say 6 or 7 years now. It's been around. I can't believe it's been that long. So, I have an engine down there. It is out of one of my old chargers. It's a 318. I have no idea why I'm keeping it. I figured one day if I get bored, I'm gonna take it apart and see why it's seized. That day hasn't come. The car's been gone for over a decade. Bunch of chisels that are on the table. Not happy about that. I do have plans to build a cabinet. I have plywood in the back over here that I want to use to build the cabinet. Again, haven't gotten to it. And then next door we have kids swimming in their new pool, so bear with me with that. Creeper, router bits, This is a, what is this, a Delta? Yeah, this is a Delta 10-inch bandsaw. This is a mortar saw. So, move some stuff around. This is a neat little tool because I used it to essentially create dominoes. So essentially I put all my stair treads together with poplar, and I used these. So I made these out of maple. They are my so-called dominoes. I'm not trademarking it because it's already been trademarked, but I made this. And this, it moves back and forth, side to side. You put a rudder in the base, and you can make slots to make dominoes. And it works, but it's very finicky. It takes a little bit to set up. Now, I made this, there's a guy, it's his channel. I will link it in the description up top for the video for this. I believe his channel is called Shop Build. It was a free set of plans to build this. It worked, but again, it's very finicky and it takes a while to, once you have it set up, you're fine. As long as you don't change your stock height, you're golden. So this is what I used to put all the stair tread together and some of the other things. So even this oak for the end, I have two rows of dominoes holding it together with glue too, so pretty good. So, what is in mystery box over here? In here we have some Genesis stuff. So this is a differential plate, and it will hold the tires to the ground instead of wheel hopping, which the car does quite a bit. Again, a project that I'm gonna do, I just trying to juggle all the time. So in the chair, oh, down below, what do we got here? Down below I have a bunch of jack stands, some shim for putting in doors, windows, all that fun stuff. That's my shop vac that I use for the Dust Deputy, which you will see. It's in the corner. My track saws down there. A bunch of gloves. What else do I have? Just a bunch of stuff. Oh, my jacks over there, my little lawnmowers over there. Bunch of fun stuff. So we turn around here. Another toolbox. This one is from my mold making days. This holds all my mold making tools that to this day I still use quite a bit of it. When I did the railing for the staircase, which I can leave up there, I used a lot of my tools to get the setup on the drill press to get it in straight and all that fun stuff. And still got my skills, so I'm still good. Up top here, I had my Sigma tile cutter, which I can also link up here. Very, very, very good tile snapper. I don't know what I would do without it. Wet saw is just too long. So if you look at the back right here, I have a bunch. Well, first you have a steering wheel. That's a steering wheel from my old van. I took it out. I figured one day I'll rig up something to blow the airbag and film it. Hasn't come yet. It will, just not yet. So I have a bunch of pipe clamps. I have 6 in all. 2 are Bessie, 4 are Mastercraft. In back of that I have a whole bunch of C-clamps, various sizes. Just, you never have enough clamps, ever. I have glued up some stuff and they've taken everything. Right here I have my platform. Oh, whoops, can't even see it. Sorry about that. So right here you have my platform that I use constantly on everything. It's a kick-up platform. I can use it for miter saw, table saw, tile saw, assembly, whatever. It's an end all. I have another one coming too. So we're gonna move over a little bit. Up top here we have saw blades. a bunch of saw blades, some good, some not so good. This is all the oak treads from my old staircase. Believe it or not, what the shelf is actually being held on is the oak stringer, well, part of the oak stringer. I figured I would end up using it for something, probably something in my cabinets, because I am planning to reface my cabinets. I'm gonna make new doors. So yeah. So down here we have my little scaffolding. It's just a little guy. This is from Microwave Steel. So we got scaffolding. We have a DeWalt 733 planer. We have a PowerTech joiner, which I do not like at all. It has been terrible. It took me forever to set up and it's still not right. So I'm gonna end up getting rid of this and getting a 8-inch helical head from King or Busy Bee, which is a Canadian brand. Made the cabinet. It's a rolling cabinet. Like I said, everything in the shop is rolling. 4 drawers in it. This is all my aircraft stuff. This is, I have a Craig K4 in here. I have a bunch of push blocks, blades, T-track. And here I have my biscuit joiner. And here I have a helicopter and a bunch of safety gear for the table saw. Yeah. So in this corner, not much in this corner really. All it is just I made a bunch of hooks for my hoses, my extension cords. There's my dust deputy in a 5-gallon pail. And when it fills, I just put it in my dust bins. And I do have wood heat. In the wintertime, it works great. 8-foot ladder. We're going over here, and there is my 10'6" Tapco brake. Sorry about that. Tapco brake. I can link that up there if you want to see that. I don't take it off the wall very often. It's going to come off the wall soon for the project house because there's 3 windows and a door to put in, so I'm going to have to use it for bending. And down here we have a bunch of oak that I picked up for pretty good price, and they are going to get milled and for my cabinet doors that I'm going to make. This is all for the cabinet that I'm going to make, my tool cabinet. That will be on video someday. Ladder. Everyone needs a ladder. In this corner is not very much. Behind all this, like this is usually where my sheet goods go. I don't usually keep a lot of sheet goods because I just use them and they take too much space. So I just buy them as I use them. Except for these 3. So I have 2 3/4 and 1/2 inch birch, and I'm going to use that for the cabinet. So I haven't used those. And behind it is a wood pile. So all the wood that I've acquired, either offcuts, whether hardwood, softwood, I've cut it, doors, frames, extra wood, whatever. I've cut it and that's what I used to burn. So I burnt my porch, I burned a whole bunch of stuff in the house, I burnt hardwood, flooring, just stuff like that. In this corner, if you ever get a chance, these little sawhorses are pretty good. I bought them for 10 bucks and I have 3 sets, 1 in the van and 2 in the shop. And eventually, actually pretty soon, because I want to get this wood off the floor. I want to put some storage just above the garage door, actually both of them. So I can put some of this stuff off the floor and up there, so I don't have to keep moving it every time I want a vehicle in here. So future plans for this. The bad thing about the shop is it runs on 115 amp breaker. Very bad, especially for a saw and running multiple things. So lights, fans, music, whatever, vacuum, trips breakers, a lot. So future is to kind of put 60 amps into the shop, but I need to upgrade the service in the house first. It's coming. just one of those things. Again, like, I'm not working right now because of the situation that's out there, so it is what it is. But that's pretty much what's gonna happen in the shop. A few things are getting upgraded. So planer's getting upgraded, air compressor's getting upgraded. I wanna buy more clamps. I wanna upgrade the planer to the other one and put a helical head in it. Bigger lathe. I like to mess around with lathe work a little bit more, like even, well, I'm not gonna show you. It's up there. So that's pretty much the shop tour. Like I said, this was a 2-car garage. These garage doors were never here either. When I originally bought the house, the man door wasn't here. The garage doors were just great big pieces of plywood made into barn doors. That's what the shop was. It was just barn doors. I had no siding on it, so right now I have insulation on the outside. It's wrapped and it's vinyl sided. In here, I haven't done anything just because I want to keep it open for when I put the service in here. I can wire all my plugs. So I do want to convert the saw to 220, 230, 240, whatever you want to call it. So it'll run better, more efficient. There's a lot of plans I want to do, but for me, it's time and money. Like, I'm in the project house 5 days a week right now, and it's coming along very nice. Links are up here for the series, but it's still taking a lot of my time. So I'm just gonna, this is the shop tour. This is it. This is what I have, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. This has been 3 years. I've been waiting to do a shop tour. I didn't have a lot of stuff. Now I have enough to kind of, I wouldn't say showcase, but this is how I run a shop. But I've been 3 years on here, and I would love to get the subscribers up. It almost feels like I'm doing this for nothing. So that's where I'm gonna end it. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe, like, share, all that fun stuff. Leave me a comment down below what you liked, what you think I should change. I've been watching shop tours for a couple years now, so I have a good idea what I want to set up, how I want to set up. If someone has an idea that they see, shoot it. I'll listen to it. If it's good, I'll use it for sure. But that's it. I hope everyone's good. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and I'll talk to you next time.